Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is John from PCblaze.com, and today I want to talk about CPU cooling or cooler. And as you can see, we have the one from ROG, the Ryu 4 or Ryu or whatever you want to call it, in black and white. Now you can buy this on our website, the black and the white. The white is going to be a little bit more because it's not released yet in the United States. It's going to take like a couple of months to get here. So if you guys really wanted the white one, it's going to be a couple $100 more than this one, just because we have two sources from overseas. And we have some nice water block from Modding Cafe Ban. He sent me some of this. These are like heating tubing, so the tubing comes from the back. You guys maybe already saw this. And this also has a cooler for the NVMe SSD storage. And then we have this normal one with the SSD, and we have the one from Optimus, and we have also a Nexus radiator. Why, guys, I'm showing you this? I want to show you guys that pretty much with the same amount of money that you spend on this cooler, you might be able to build a custom water IO, which is going to be much better than this thing over here. But let's today we just want to talk about those ASUS ones. So we want to start unboxing the Black Ryu and see what we find. I never opened this before, so I'm curious what we find and what is gonna be available in the near future. All right, here we go. This is pretty much. It says it has fans. It has a display, 60 hertz. It's compatible with Intel and with the fan noise, the iFlow, the fan air pressure, everything. It's aluminum and has sleeved tube, and the tube length is 200 millimeters. So, and it's copper, and this the fan dimension is 120 by 120 by 25 millimeter, which will fit pretty much most cases. So let me remove this, and I will show you guys what we got over here. Okay, all right, let me move this one. All right, wow. So of course we have the manual over here, and we have the already come off that the LCD one, which is, let's see how I can remove this. I just push it out. I don't want to break anything. Oh, well, it's pretty big. Okay, so we have the LCD one here, of course, with the raw layer. It's pretty light. I thought this would be a little much heavier, but it's actually not. So yeah, you can see here we have the ROG eye. Looks good. We have the USB cable, and now we have, let's see what we have based on those brackets. Yeah, so we have some brackets for the Intel. This is for the AMD, and we have some tubing clamps over here. We have the radiator screws. Does not make any sense open, and we have the Intel plastic collars, and then some paper stuff like that. So let me pull off the radiator. This is my first time I open this. Let's see what we got. Let me see. Let me remove the box. Alright, so let's see what we got over here. So we have those center tubing. Oh, this is the water block. Wow. Yeah, so looks nice. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty unique. So this is the water block with the thermopast already installed. Let me see. As you can see, I think the pump. I'm not sure if I don't feel here. This is just the LCD, so you swap it inside here, I guess. And here's gonna be the pump and everything. And we have some RGB fans here. I think the daisy chain fans, pretty unique, pretty nice. I actually like it. I'm not a fan of LCD. And let me see how this. Okay, so this one pretty much is gonna just slide in like that. All right, yeah, yeah, pretty nice. So pretty much that's it. Now, I don't know. So you can pretty much, this is swivel tubing over here. I don't know if you can move the tubing up, which is, I think, is a good option. So if you want to install this one like this, you can pretty much twist it, the tubing. Let me see, this one you can move. Yeah. And that's the, you can just turn them around, like swivel them around, you see here, and find the optimal position for this. Yeah. I'm not sure. Kind of feel weird with the tubing here. Well, let me see if I can turn on. Okay, yeah. So you see, you can pretty much do something like this. So if you install it on the, let's say this is your case, right? So you can install over here. You can move those around a little bit, but I'm not sure why ASUS do those cable a little bit short. Looks like a little bit short. I don't know. Let's see. Well, yeah. So hopefully this one helps you guys. I'm not sure why the tubing are like they crossing each other. I have no idea if this is a mistake that somebody did. You see, because I think this one should be at this side and this one this side. So I don't know. Kind of weird. I don't think I can twist it. So it's so those tubing are crossed. I'm not sure why is that. Anyway, this is the Ryu, and it doesn't look that bad. I thought that it would be worse, but I want to show you guys this one too. This is the Lian Li, all right? The Lian Li, it's much better in my opinion. If you don't wanna those cable to be like in, you know, bother you, because that's what I don't like. I like to be everything nice and clean. So the Lian Li is much cheaper, and there's a version that you can also install. There's a new version with LCD too. It's not like the curved one, but it's much better for cable management. But this thing here, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think, because you see, I guess they installed those wrong. I don't know why. They should have put it in a different places. Anyway, this is the Ryu, the number 4. So looks pretty decent besides the cable. And I want to put this aside in a moment. And I want to explain to you guys about this other option. So the Ryu is about $500, and this is what we can get. So with the same amount of money, you can get a 420 radiator, $400. You can get one of this block, which is high end. This is Optimus, it's super expensive, but you can get this block, this $150, or you can get a cheaper one for $89 or $20, right? And with the same amount of money, with the pump and with the reservoir, you can build something like this. So it's gonna cost you almost the same money. And in the next video, I will show you guys how to build something like this, because there also radiator has a pump integrated over here. I think it's from Sky or Barrow, which is like $150 pump integrated. So you just have to connect the tubing. Let me see where I put it. Some flexible tubing over here, and you can choose your length. Now the only thing is the only problem I see is to bleed the air out and put the coolant. But I think you can get something like this. This is much better than this. You see, that radiator is gonna perform much better than anything. So if you look aesthetic, I would say stay with those IEO with the LCD. But if you wanted the maximum performance, then stay tuned, because I will build something like this and something like that. So I will give you guys so many options. I will try to get the cheapest version with the radiator, with the tubing and everything already installed. And then it's going to be a version where you guys can choose how the length of the tubing, and we will pretty much size cut it exactly the the size that you guys want. Also, I want to show you guys something today that we have something really also nice here. We have some of those new fans from ASUS. So I want to just show you guys how they look. They are not daisy chain, so I'm not sure why ASUS won't do this daisy chain one. But they're pretty cheap. They're like $40. As you can see, we have some cabling here. So they are not daisy chain, but you see, that's a white one. So you can get something like this, install it, you know, and you will have an. Of course, this is 240 millimeter, 420 millimeter radiator. You need 140 millimeter fan, but like I said, this is where you can choose which system do you want, what fan do you want, what system do you have. So based on the system that you buy, you guys will have the option on our website, and I will mention this one is good for this system, for this CPU, for this one. So we will have something like this, and we're also planning to do a custom AO for the GPU. So you just have to install it. Everything is gonna be pre-wired and everything, and yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So if you please subscribe to our channel, and soon I will make a video on how you guys can build something like that. So you can build it by yourself, or you can ask us to do it for you. You just give us the measurement of your build, the case, and how long do you want the flexible tubing. We also can do it with hard tubing, but that's a little bit tricky. Now, if you're not an expert, I wouldn't suggest you use hard tubing. Like I said, depending on the system, we will have some option. And yeah, let me know what you think, and please subscribe, and please hit the like button if you like the video, and don't hit the thumb down button because we don't want that. Okay, thank you so much.